Chapter 17, Test of Significance. In this video, I am going to talk about hypothesis. Here I will be explaining the test for a population mean. First, let me talk about null and alternative hypothesis. What is the null hypothesis? The claim tested by a statistical test of significance is called the null hypothesis. Here we use H naught to denote the null hypothesis. Under H naught, mu equal mu naught. Mu is the unknown population mean. Then what is the alternative hypothesis? The claim about the population that we are trying to find evidence for is the alternative hypothesis. We use HA to denote the alternative hypothesis. There are three cases. First, you see here mu less than mu naught. Then we can use mu greater than mu naught. Or we can use mu not equal mu naught. Now let me explain the steps of test for a population mean. Step 1. First, read the problem very carefully and identify null and alternative hypothesis. As I mentioned before, there are three cases for the alternative hypothesis. So we can talk about mu equal mu naught under H naught and mu less than mu naught under HA. Or we can talk about mu equal mu naught under HO versus mu greater than mu naught under HA. The last one, mu equal mu naught versus mu not equal mu naught. These hypotheses depend on the problem. So the first two hypotheses are called one-sided because you see there under alternative hypothesis mu less than or mu greater than. Then we call one-sided. The last one is two-sided. Why we say two-sided? Under alternative hypothesis, you see we use the mu not equal mu naught. Here we use equal sign under H naught. Now go to the first one. First one is less than part. It means mu less than mu naught. Therefore we call it left tail. Then the second one is called right tail. Now go to the step 2. Step 2 is the test statistics. How do we write the test statistic? First, you need to check the sigma, population standard deviation. If the population standard deviation sigma is given, then you can use Z naught equal x bar minus mu naught divided by sigma over root n. We can use this test statistic, that is Z naught, if we know the sigma. Sigma is the population standard deviation. Even you know the population variance, then you know how to find the sigma. Get the square root of the population variance. Once we have the test statistic, we go to the step 3. So what is the step 3? To find the p-value. How do we find the p-value? We find the p-value based on the alternative hypothesis. The first case, alternative hypothesis, mu less than mu naught. Then, how do we find the p-value? P-value is the area under the curve and write to the z naught. So, we can write this probability z less than or equal z naught. That is the p-value for the left tail test. So, if it is left tail, p-value is probability z less than or equal z naught. Now consider the next. It is the mu greater than mu naught under alternative hypothesis. It is right tail test. If it is right tail, how do we find the p-value? You know here z naught. Z naught is the test statistic. Then we find the area under the curve and write to the z naught. So p-value is probability z greater than equal z naught. Because of z table we use, we have to write this down 1 minus probability z less than or equal z naught. Then we can find the p-value for the right tail test. 1 minus probability z less than or equal z naught. Next, go to the third one, the two-sided test. So it is HA mu not equal mu naught. If you have two-sided test, how do you find the p-value? Here you see we get the both areas of the right and left corners. Then how do we write this? Find the probability of the left side and the right side and add them together. We can write this down 2 times probability z less than or equal negative absolute value z naught. That means z naught is positive, then you can find the probability z less than or equal negative z naught, 2 times that number. And also if it is negative, then absolute value make it positive. Again you find the 2 time probability z less than or equal negative z naught. So these are the 3 cases for the p-value. Again, before you find the p-value, first you need to check the alternative hypothesis. P-value depends on the alternative hypothesis. Next is step 4. Step 4 is the decision and conclusion. How do we get the decision? We reject H naught if the p-value is less than or equal to the significance level. Significance level is denoted by alpha. So you need to compare your p-value with the alpha. Again, we reject H naught if p-value less than or equal alpha. Then conclusion. We can write the conclusion based on the problem. I will explain these steps using some examples in my next videos.